The following is a feature presentation of SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network.
It's that very special day, the day that every kid dreams of and that every parent is probably tired from having to make sure that it's the day that their kids dream of. It's Christmas, and to celebrate, we have got a Christmas gift for you, a playoff push game that both of these teams really want to win, as the AFC West champion Kansas City Chiefs come up to Steeltown, USA to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Welcome to the first of our Week 17 Games of the Week here on SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network. Merry Christmas to you all, or Happy Hanukkah, or Happy Kwanzaa, or Happy Festivus. Either way, Happy Holidays to all of you. I am your host and broadcaster, Joe. What a season this has been for many different teams around the league, including the Kansas City Chiefs. They have had quite the storybook season. They started off this season at 2-4. Not a very good record for anybody. And then they rattled off 7 straight wins. The only loss they've had since that 2-4 start, actually last week, which was a surprise, but they were playing against the Houston Texans team, hungry to get into the playoffs. And by this point, the Chiefs have already sealed up the AFC West. Now, they're just trying to get a first-round bye, with potentially getting the number 2 seed. They unfortunately can't get the number 1 overall seed, thanks to the Cincinnati Bengals having too good of a record. Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Steelers, hoo boy, it has not been going well for them for the majority of the season. They started out at a 1-3 record. They've done decently well starting to climb back, but they were on a bit of a skid earlier in the season. They were at a 2-game losing streak then as well, and now they're at 8-6. Anything is possible sometimes, but this is a team hungry to get into the playoffs if they can. They've got a couple teams ahead of them, 2 of those teams being their division rivals in the form of the Ravens and Browns, who currently take up the only 2 wild card team spots that are in the AFC. Alongside that, the Steelers are technically the 3rd team out, you'll see that later, tied with 2 other teams. So, they not only need a win here today, they need a lot of help ahead of them. Will they be able to get that help? Well, first they got to worry about this game right now. This is a very winnable game for both teams, but only one is going to come out of here with another point in the W column. If we take a look at the overall standings, we're not going to take a look at the division standings because neither one of these teams really needs to worry about that. Kansas City has already sealed up their division, and Cincinnati has sealed up the AFC North, so Pittsburgh can't get that. But taking a look at the standings, as you can see, the Chiefs currently the 4th seed, as it were, tied with the New York Jets, and the Jaguars currently are a game ahead of them. But just because the Chiefs, even if the Chiefs lose today, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are out of the running for that 2 spot. They just need to hope that the Titans can manage to beat Jacksonville this week. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh, 3rd team out, tied with the Colts and Texans for the 1st team out position, essentially. And they've got both Baltimore and Cleveland ahead of them. This is definitely a must-win game if you are the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's more of a want to win, not so much a must win. But anything is possible these days. And a bit of a Christmas gift to both the Chiefs and Steelers fans, as Mecole Hardman and Marquise Hollywood Brown are coming off of the injury list for the Chiefs. Meanwhile, the Steelers will be getting back Cordarrelle Patterson for their special teams unit, as well as a backup for their team. Can the Kansas City Chiefs come away with the victory? Will Pittsburgh be able to keep their season alive? We're going to find out soon. We're going to take a small break, and when we come back, we will take you down to Acrisure Stadium for the start of this Christmas Day game. And here we are at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Chiefs will call tails. It is heads. So the Steelers will elect to return it. Harrison Butker will kick it off for Kansas City. Meanwhile, Cordero Patterson will be back to return for Pittsburgh. And Patterson will be taking this from about the 5-yard line. Gonna get up to the 21. And we'll take a look at that starting offense for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Russel Wilson coming into quite a phenomenal season that he's had so far as the starting quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We haven't seen him play like this since his days in Seattle with Pete Carroll. He's got Najee Harris and Jalen Warren as his running backs. At the wide receiver positions are George Pickens and Van Jefferson. Pat Freiermuth lining up on the offensive line at tight end alongside rookie Zach Frazier out of West Virginia, as well as Isaac Seumalo, James Daniels, Broderick Jones, and rookie Troy Fautanu out of Washington. Mike Tomlin, in his 18th year as head coach of the Steelers, longest head coach tenure with the same team that's currently in the NFL, and the offense coordinator is Arthur Smith. First and 10 for Pittsburgh. Men in motion. Gonna toss this one to Harris, who's gonna run along the far side. Still on his feet. Gets taken down at around the 35. So, pretty good run there for Pittsburgh. Wilson in shotgun formation here. Looking for an open man. Gonna throw it to his left for Van Jefferson, who dives for it, but he can't quite come up with it, as that is going to be Joshua Williams of the Chiefs, who gets the interception. Mahomes in shotgun formation, but he's gonna get sacked by Cameron Hayward. Quick, let's take a look at the Kansas City offense while we got a chance. Already firing on already these teams hot and ready to go. Patrick Mahomes in his 8th year at quarterback under center for these Chiefs. 7th year as starting quarterback that he's had since the start of the season. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd year running back right behind him. Rashee Rice, Marquise Hollywood Brown, and rookie Xavier Worthy out of Texas are the wide receivers. At the tight end is Mahomes' favorite weapon, Travis Kelce, and he'll be lining up on the line alongside Creed Humphrey, Joe Thuney, Trey Smith, Kingsley Suamataia, the rookie out of BYU, and Jawan Taylor. Andy Reid, the longest tenured head coach period in the NFL, though he is in his 12th year with the Chiefs. He is the head coach here, and the offensive coordinator is Matt Nagy. 2nd and 17 for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Dropping back, now trying to run forward with it. Gonna get past some defenders, but taken down after only a gain of 3. Mahomes in shotgun formation. Gonna toss this. This is gonna be a direct snap to Isaiah Pacheco, and he gets back to where this drive started, maybe a little bit short. So the Chiefs going to punt the ball, and that is Matt Araiza in his 3rd year out of San Diego State punting it, and that will be a touchback for Pittsburgh. Let's take a look at the Kansas City starting defense that ended the last Steelers drive. Mike Dana, Tershawn Wharton, and Chris Jones are the defensive linemen. Drew Tranquil, Leo Chenal, Nick Bolton, and George Karlaftis are your linebackers. At the corner positions are Trent McDuffie and Joshua Williams, And at the safety spots are Brian Cook and Justin Reed. Steve Spagnuolo, the sixth-year defensive coordinator for the Chiefs. And the special teams coordinator is Dave Tube. 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh on their own 25. Toss for Warren. He's running along the near side, and he only gets about 9 on that one. So it'll be a 2nd and very short. Wilson going to hand this one off to Harris, and Harris going to fight to make sure he got the first down there, and he did. Maybe a little bit extra, actually. Wilson going to play action, looking for a throw for Pickens, who's deep downfield, and George Pickens! Can he? Could he? Will he? He will! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Took a while, but the Steelers do strike first. And that is definitely something Pittsburgh fans are going to be happy about. The Yinzers are cheering. They still need to get into the playoffs, and that's a good way to start this game against a team already going in there. Chris Boswell to kick it, and Nicole Hardman, the former Jet, taking it from the 1 and gets taken down. Oh, there he goes, getting taken down at the 19. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Steelers while we get a chance. Cameron Hayward, Keanu Benton, and Larry Ogunjobi are the defensive linemen. At the linebacker positions, you have Alex Highsmith, Landon Roberts, Patrick Queen, and TJ Watt. What a weapon he's been. Dante Jackson and Joey Porter Jr. are the corners for Pittsburgh. And for the safeties, it's Minka Fitzpatrick and Jalen Elliott. Terrell Austin is the third-year defensive coordinator for the Steelers, and special teams coordinator is Danny Smith. 1st and 10 for Kansas City on their own 19. Mahomes running out of time, but he gets this throw off for Kelce, who's got the first down easily. What a reliable weapon Travis Kelce has been for Mahomes. 1st and 10 with a man in motion for the Chiefs. Mahomes looking for an open man. Throwing over the middle for Rashee Rice, but can't quite get it to him. So this will be a 2nd and 10. Mahomes in shotgun formation, going to try and run forward with it himself. No, he gets off the throw for Worthy. Look at this man run! The rookie getting up to the 15 of the Steelers. Still fighting to try and break free until he's finally taken down. But that was a great throw and great catch. Mahomes in shotgun formation, looking for an open Isaiah Pacheco on the screen pass. Finds him, and Pacheco going to get the first down as he's taken down at about the 4, maybe the 5. 1st and goal for Kansas City. Mahomes dropping back. Got to find somebody. Throwing to the corner for Marquise Brown, but incomplete. Brown, the former Raven, actually. He's had some experience dealing with the Steelers. 2nd and goal. Toss for Pacheco. He's fighting to try and get in, but only gets about 3. 3rd and 2. Shotgun formation for Mahomes. Direct snap to Pacheco, and he's taken down way behind the line of scrimmage. So they're going to go with the Harrison Butker field goal here. This will be a 24-yarder. Butker's kick on the way from the left hash is good. And the Chiefs get on the board. With just under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Cordero Patterson going to take this from about half a yard in his own end zone. Going to get up to the 10, 15, and down at the 16 and a half. So 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Wilson dropping back. Got plenty of time. Throwing to the left for Van Jefferson. Jefferson avoids a dive before he's taken down at the 45 of Kansas City with a minute to go exactly in the first quarter. Wilson dropping back. Looking for an open Pat Freiermuth, and it's intercepted by Kansas City yet again. Couldn't quite tell who that was. But either way, Kansas City gets another chance at this one. Throw for Kelce is out of bounds. Couldn't quite get a hold on it. 30 seconds to go. Mahomes, hand off to Pacheco. Pacheco running up the middle, zigging and zagging as he's got the first down, I think. They'll measure it, and he does. So another 1st and 10 for Kansas City. Mahomes dropping back. Plenty open people, plenty of time. A throw for Marquise Hollywood Brown, and this man is gone! Touchdown Kansas City to take the lead here just as time expires in the first quarter. So the extra point from Harrison Butker on the way. It's up, and it's good. Kansas City leading 10-7. And so that's how we'll end the first quarter. Second quarter begins with Patterson back to return this from about 1.5 yards deep in his own end zone. And taken down around the 11. So that's where this drive will start for Pittsburgh. Throw for Harris to his right. And Wilson's got the connection there to get him to the 29. First and 10, Pittsburgh. Wilson tossing for Warren. And Warren going to run along the near side, still going, avoiding tackles, gets into Kansas City territory before he's down at the 44. Great job there by Jaylen Warren. Another first and 10. Wilson going to hand it off to Jaylen Warren yet again, who's running it up the middle. Only gets about 8 on that one, though. Second and 2. Wilson going to toss this to Warren yet again. He's taken down behind the line for the loss of 5 at the 40-yard line. Men in motion for Pittsburgh. Wilson hands it off to Najee Harris. Harris zigging and zagging to break a tackle just after getting enough for the first down. And this set of downs will start at the 33 of Kansas City. Wilson in shotgun steps back a little bit. Looking for somebody open. Got to get it off in time for Pat Freiermuth. He's got the first down and still fighting to get to the 16. And that's where this set of downs starts. First and 10. Play action by Wilson. Got to throw it for George Pickens in the back of the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. And just as Kansas City takes the lead, Pittsburgh takes it right back. Wasted quite a bit of time doing that. And this kick on the way from Boswell is good. 14-10. Pittsburgh once again having the lead. Mecole Hardman will be back to return this from the 1.5. As he's going to get up to the 20-yard line, down at about the 22. That's where this set of downs started. First and 10. Mahomes looking and throwing to his left for Marquise Brown. He's wide open. Still going. Avoids a tackle and down just barely inside Pittsburgh territory at their 49. Man in motion for Mahomes. A snap that's tossed for Pacheco. And he's going to get the first down and fighting for extra yardage. Taken down at the 35, 36 it looks like. First and 10. Mahomes in shotgun formation. Looking for an open Travis Kelce. Actually wasn't open. He was in coverage there. But he got to the 21. Great hands there by Kelce. Mahomes tosses it for Pacheco. Pacheco running along the far sideline. Pacheco almost got a score there, but short by 4 yards or so. First and goal, Kansas City. Mahomes tosses for Pacheco yet again. Runs it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kansas City once again taking the lead. This is going to be a back and forth game. This is going to be an exciting game. I know we picked a good game for one of our games of the week here. As the kick on the way, it's good. 17-14, Kansas City maintaining a 3-point lead. Patterson will be back to return this from about 2 yards deep in his own end zone. Looks like maybe 3. Gonna get up to the 13 to break a tackle. Still going. He's at the 20, 25, 30. And that's where he is taken down. First and 10 for Pittsburgh. Wilson dropping back. Offense giving him plenty of time. A throw for, I don't know who could have been there. Freiermuth maybe, but nearly picked off. Looks like he was trying to get it away there. Second and 10. Wilson throwing to his left for Jefferson. He leapt up to try and get it, but couldn't quite haul it in. Third and 10. Little over his head there. Toss for Najee Harris. And Harris going to get only about a yard. And that's where they will punt the ball. So this will be Cam Johnston to punt. And Xavier Worthy back to return. He'll take it from the 4. He's got some legs on him. But he's only going to get to the 13 before he's taken down. New drive for Kansas City. with a little over a minute and a half to go in the first half. Mahomes, plenty of time, plenty of protection, but he's running out of it. Kelsey is his target there, but he's short by a yard. So Kansas City going to call their first timeout. 1:16 to go. Mahomes going to toss this for Pacheco, who's running along the near side. Still going as he's got the first down and more easily, taken down at the 44. And Kansas City going to call their second timeout with just under a minute to play. Mahomes going to hand this off to Pacheco, and Pacheco only going to get 2 yards. So Kansas City going to call their third and final timeout. 2nd and 8. Mahomes in shotgun formation, looking for somebody open. Going to throw it to the left for Rashee Rice. Rice still going on his feet. Down at the 32, it looks like. 21 seconds to go. Time for maybe 2 plays before the end of the half. Mahomes going to run forward to take it himself. Look at this man run. He's running out of time, though. I don't know if they're going to be able to get the field goal unit on in time. They will not. So that's where we're going to end the first half here. Kansas City barely holding on to a 3-point lead. And fortunately for them, they get the ball back to start the second half. But Pittsburgh, you know they're going to be fighting for that potential last playoff spot they can get, if they can. A reminder that this is not our only game of the week. Expect 2 more this week here on SVGN. First, on Saturday, we're going to head across to the other side of the state, where Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles will be playing host to Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys for what should be the NFC East Championship game. Then, on Sunday, we got to fly out to the West Coast, where we will see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions heading into San Francisco to take on Brock Purdy and the 49ers. That's all coming up for you later this week. Our other 2 Week 17 Games of the Week here on SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network. Boy, what an exciting first half we had here, and let's hope the second half is just as exciting. Hardman going to be back to take this from about the 4. And he's going to get to the 21 before he's taken down. So 1st and 10 for Kansas City there. Mahomes in shotgun formation. Their first drive of the game ended in a punt. Keanu Benton going to try and make that happen again, as they're sent back 7 yards. Every other drive Kansas City's had ended in a score except for the one right at the end of the half, as Pacheco going to run this forward 9 yards. So 3rd and 8. A toss for Pacheco, who's running along the near side. Did he get the first down? Yes, he did. And a little bit extra, too, as he's going to get taken down at the 33 of the Chiefs. Mahomes in shotgun formation. Plenty of time, but he's going to almost run out of it. Throws this one out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Mahomes in shotgun formation yet again. Going to get this off for Marquise Hollywood Brown, who's got the first down and into Pittsburgh territory. Down at the 48. 1st and 10, Kansas City. Mahomes dropping back, looking for an open Marquise Brown, but he wasn't open. He was covered, and so that pass goes incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Kansas City. Hand off to Pacheco, who's only going to get about 4 yards here. 3rd and 6. I wouldn't consider this field goal territory, even for someone as prolific as a kicker as Butker, and he had to get that one off in time, or else he was going down. Hit as he was thrown, too. So they will punt the ball. This is a raise at a punt, and that will be Calvin Austin III, who will not take this back. He's in the back of the end zone. So this is going to start on the 25. Pittsburgh has been doing pretty well for themselves, aside from their first drive, which ended in a interception as that pass deflected right in front of Russel Wilson's face. 2nd and 10 for Pittsburgh. Wilson in shotgun formation, dropping back a little bit. Throw to his right for George Pickens, who's got the first down and more. He gets into Kansas City territory before he's taken down at the 48.5. So 1st and 10, Pittsburgh. Wilson in shotgun formation, stepping back, then moves forward, taken down by Michael Dana to send him back into Pittsburgh territory. 2nd and 16 on the Steelers' 46. And off, no, play action. Fooled. Fryermuth's going to get this catch, and he's going to get some good field position for Pittsburgh to start this new set of downs at the 22. 1st and 10, Steelers. Wilson dropping back, running out of time, but he gets it off for Fireman, but it's intercepted! That's Williams yet again! Joshua Williams had the first pick of the day, and I believe he had another pick earlier. Mahomes running forward with this himself. Take him down, Pittsburgh, if you can. They do take him down, but not before he gets the first down. This is gonna be wild. The defense has been kind of underappreciated today if you haven't been paying all that much attention. A throw for Worthy is caught for an easy first down. Well, maybe not easy. It was definitely a little bit contested as they do get to the 45. A throw for Kelsey over the middle right-ish, and he's going to get into Pittsburgh territory easily with the first down at the 32. So, 1st and 10 for Kansas City there. Man in motion for Mahomes. Going to try and run forward. He's getting wrapped up, and he's trying to fight for getting free, but Cameron Hayward takes him down eventually for the loss of 7. So that might have pushed them out of field goal range. Mahomes in shotgun formation. Got to try and get this one off in time. But he got it off in time, but not quite a catch there. So 3rd and long. Kelsey was the closest receiver there. Mahomes going to try and run it forward, and then himself, Landon Roberts there with the sack. Sending him back 2 yards. They're going with the Harrison Butker field goal. This would be a 58-yarder. Butker's kick on the way. It's up, and it's through! So that makes it a 6-point lead. That's the first points of the second half. And they come with just under 2.5 to go. Cordero Patterson takes this from about half a yard back in his own end zone. And he's down at the 11. So 1st and 10 there, Pittsburgh. With 1:58 to go in the 3rd quarter, a toss for Najee. He's going to run along the far side. Fighting for yards, he fumbles it, but it goes right into the hands of Isaac Samalo. Great recovery there by the lineman, Isaac Samalo. And Wilson going to try and throw this one, but it's deflected and incomplete. 2nd and 10 for Pittsburgh. Wilson dropping back. Got to look for somebody open. Throwing for Van Jefferson. He is barely open. There was a little bit of coverage there by Kansas City, but he got it. And he's down at the 46. Wilson going to play action. Looking for an open man. Going to throw it to his right for Pickens, who leaps up to grab this one! Touchdown, Steelers! And barring the extra point, this is tied. But if they do get the extra point, it'll be a 1-point lead. Either way, Pittsburgh is taking control of this game yet again. And it is a 1-point lead. So Pittsburgh in good position now near the end of this 3rd quarter. Mecole Hardman going to take this from the 4. Might have time for 1, maybe 2 more plays after this kickoff return. So 1st and 10 for Kansas City. Mahomes dropping back. Looking for somebody open. Running out of time. Throws for Marquise Brown. Brown is going to get the first down. Brown's going to get down at midfield. But that's where we're going to end the 3rd quarter with the Steelers with a 21-20 lead. 1st and 10 for Kansas City. Mahomes looking for Travis Kelsey. He found him, and he's got the first down. Breaking a tackle, still going. Look at Kelsey go as he's in the red zone and down at the 17. So that's where this set of downs starts, in the red zone. Mahomes looking for somebody. Gonna throw for Brown in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City! And the Chiefs take control yet again. This has been a wild back-and-forth affair from both teams. As this kick goes through, nearly blocked, but it is through. 6-point lead once again for the Chiefs. Cordero Patterson back to return. He'll take this from the 2-yard line. And he'll get up to the 20, and that's where he'll be stopped. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh. Men in motion for the Steelers. Wilson dropping back. Gonna throw this for Warren, but it's incomplete. And there were some red helmets in the area. Gotta be careful there, Pittsburgh. 2nd and 10. Wilson gonna throw this one for Freiermuth, but it's blocked. Deflected and batted down safely. 3rd and 10 for Pittsburgh. Play action for Wilson. Got to throw this one for Freiermuth over the middle, but it's incomplete. He had to dive for it. And the Steelers electing to punt this ball. So they got to rely on their defense. Johnston's punt. Going to take this one to about the 8-yard line. About the 13-yard line, my apologies. Or they're going to get wrapped up before he's taken down at the 18. So 1st and 10, Kansas City. Pittsburgh's defense needs to make something big happen here. Direct snap for Pacheco. Pacheco going to run this up the middle. Got the first down on his own. Still going. Breaking a tackle. Still fighting for yardage before he's taken down at the 41, maybe 42. Kansas City not going to let this one go easily. And Pacheco going to only get about 4 yards on that one. So 2nd and 6 on the 46. Mahomes stepping back. Gonna try and run forward. Cameron Hayward there yet again to take down Mahomes. This defensive line has not been making life easy for Mahomes today. Patrick throws for Kelsey, but it's incomplete. Some black helmets and black jerseys in the area. And so the Chiefs will punt this one. Defense does its job. Now the offense needs to get some points. Austin will be taking this from about the 4-yard line. Gonna get up to the 20 and down at the 23. So Pittsburgh, half the quarter gone. They gotta get something going. Wilson running out of time, gets it off in time, throws for Freiermuth, who's got the first down at the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh is not gonna go away quietly. Wilson running out of time yet again. This pass deflected and incomplete. 2nd and 10. No rush this time. Warren going to get only about 5 yards on this one. So 3rd and 5 on the 40. They need to score here. If they punt that ball or give it away, they might not be getting it back. I don't think he got the first down there. He did not. So it's going to be 4th and inches. And they are punting the ball. Maybe they really trust their defense on this one. Either way, Johnston's punt going to be going to the goal line, and that's going to be considered a touchback. So 1st and 10 for Kansas City. Mahomes tosses for Pacheco. Pacheco running along the near sideline, and he's avoiding a tackle, still going, and down at the 42. And Pittsburgh going to call their first timeout. They need to get this ball back, and then they need a touchdown to take the lead. A field goal will not help them. Mahomes in shotgun formation. Offensive line giving him protection. Screen pass for Pacheco. He's got this first down, and still going as he breaks a tackle before he's down at the 39 of the Steelers, who are going to call their second timeout with just over 2 minutes to go. Man in motion for the Chiefs. Mahomes in shotgun formation. Plenty of time. Throws this one, but it's deflected. But still had plenty of time to get it off, at the very least. So, 2nd and 10. Mahomes just got to get him into field goal range to ice this game. Throw to the right for Kelsey. Kelsey's got him into field goal range, avoiding a tackle. Still going before he's down at the 11. And Pittsburgh going to call their final timeout with 1.5 minutes to go. This game might just be over. Mahomes in shotgun formation. Running out of time, though. Patrick Queen, who just came over to Pittsburgh this season after a great stunt with the Ravens. Snapper goes to Pacheco on that toss. And that's going to be get 3rd and 22. Pacheco going to try and run forward with this one. And he's going to keep on going down at the 6. So they're going to go with the field goal to ice this game. If it goes through, Kansas City wins this. If it's missed, Pittsburgh might still have a chance. Chip shot field goal on the way, and it's good. And Kansas City going to come away with the victory. And I think this might have just ended Pittsburgh's season in a heartbreaking fashion. They were doing so well, and then I don't know what happened with them in this 4th quarter, but they just were not doing well. You hate to see it, and you hate to see a team with a prestigious history like Pittsburgh go down like this, but it's yet another lost season for Russell Wilson. Got time for one play. but it's not going to matter with a 9-point deficit. Wilson going to try and throw this, and he throws it out of bounds. And that is going to do it. With this victory, Kansas City keeps their chances at getting the number 2 overall seed alive. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh drops out of this playoff race. They cannot catch up with the Ravens or the Browns, so they unfortunately are eliminated because of this loss. You hate to see a team come so far only to fall short at the last second, but that is what is going to happen here today. Unfortunate for them, but congratulations to the Chiefs. Taking a look at the overall standings in the AFC. With this victory, the Chiefs now a half game behind the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, I was mistaken in saying that the Steelers were eliminated, but their chances are now slim. They need to hope that the Browns and Ravens, at least one of those teams loses. Because if one of them loses, their chances are still open. If they both win, then they might have to kiss their season goodbye. But either way, it's not quite over, Pittsburgh fans. You still have a shot. So they are still the third team out. But Indianapolis and Houston, it still also opens the door for them. Baltimore playing Houston this week, while Cleveland plays Miami, and the Colts will be playing the Giants. So definitely going to be some interesting stuff happening in the AFC these next 2 weeks. And that is going to do it for us here today. A reminder that we will have 2 more games coming up this week, with the Cowboys and Eagles on Saturday and the Lions and 49ers on Sunday. And then to come back here on Monday for our Week 17 Tecmo Rewind. For all of us here at SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network, I'm your host, Joe, saying Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everybody!